Wow, wonderful, wonderful Saskatchewan talent. Appreciate that one so much. What a great group effort. We're just going to take a second and do a little bit of reflecting on a very special cast member we've had in the past. As some of you will know out there watching, we get the pleasure of being part of Telemiracle as hosts and performers. And over the years, we've had the opportunity to have a lot of different people join us as cast members. And there was someone in particular 3 years ago on Telemiracle 46 who left a lasting impression on all of us, something that we all will never forget. Some of you out there probably already know who I'm talking about. This little gal's name was Bella Thompson. Some of you would know her as Bella, and some of you would know her, of course, as Bella Brave. Bella Brave's story got told through social media. She was a fighter, she was a charmer, she was a beauty, and through TikTok and Instagram, she reached millions and millions of people. And we all sort of learned, I think, through those social media channels that beautiful spirit left us just recently in July at the age of 10. And we were all saddened to hear it. And we wanted to take this moment to reflect a little bit about dear Bella, and I think Bev has a message here she can share too.
I do. I think she touched everyone's hearts. Anybody that Bella met or even just got to kind of meet her for seconds, you just fell in love with that little girl and her spirit. I have a letter here from Kyla, Bella's mom, and we got to get to know her really well when she was on the show. So Kyla, thank you for trusting me with your words today. Telemiracle, to my family, felt like our entire home province of Saskatchewan wrapping us in a hug, reminding us that we weren't alone, that Bella wasn't alone. As a medical mom, Telemiracle meant relief, and I made sure Bella understood just how much this incredible organization had done to support her medical journey. As she grew, Bella became aware of what Telemiracle truly meant, not just to our family, but to so many others. To her, Telemiracle was love. It was support. It was a big annual celebration where people came together to help kids like her. She looked forward to it every year, proudly calling in on her own to make donations, waiting to give back to the very people who had given so much to her. Telemiracle, you meant generosity and healing to my daughter because you taught her that. Though Bella is no longer with us, her spirit lives on in the kindness that you spread. Thank you for being part of her story, for showing her what community truly means, and for continuing to make miracles happen. With all our love and heart, the Thompsons, Kyle, Kyla, Waylon, and our angel, Bella.
Yeah, Bella was a fantastic, charming 10-year-old. She had been through so much in her 10 years, and yet she was the happiest little soul ever. And I don't know of all the people I've met in my entire life, if I've met anybody as happy and as bright-spirited and just living day by day, enjoying life. And she was a huge part of everyone's lives who have met her. And I think she taught us a lot about living life in general, you know? You look at her little bright face and you go, oh my gosh, well, my little problems are nothing, and I'm happy again now. So
She was so upbeat.
Yeah, I know. I definitely had those moments when I was around her because being around her was just infectious. And you know, you thought, oh, I've got, a sore neck or, I'm kind of tired today. You dropped all that at the door when you're around that little girl and she had no complaints. Always smiling, laughing, giggling, and happy. I don't think she was ever off the stage.
I don't think she was. And the thing about it, I was actually just thinking that exact thought. We started the show, and we had a show opening with the whole group on the stage 3 years ago. She would have been 7 at the time. And there we were, all kind of having our pre-show nerves. She was out there like she'd done it 100 times with her mic and her tutu. I mean, she owned the thing. And I mean, and when you think about that, that's one thing for a 7-year-old to be able to do that. But while overcoming all she was overcoming, I remember seeing her backstage, and she just talked so matter-of-factly about all the procedures and the treatments and the things she was going through, and she was so optimistic, Like you said, just taught us all a lesson.
she was like a little adult in there too, with a child's spirit, and very, very charming. And the family, of course, a beautiful family, and we're going to miss them a whole lot, or her a whole lot, so.
Yeah, she was definitely an old soul. There was a favorite picture that I had where, Brad, I think you and I were holding her hand, and it was on this stage.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, such a
Adorable.
magical
Yeah.
moment.
So perhaps we can even take a second and bring it to Telemiracle, because we all have these fond memories of Bella. If she reached so many people through social media. If you love Bella the way we do, use this as an opportunity to think of her, honor her, perhaps even with the donation. Call in a donation in Bella's honor to the telethon. She loved the telethon. She benefited from it herself.
Well, make the donation that Bella would be making today if she was here.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I think we're going to throw it over to Lisa and Michaela.
Yes, thank you. And Bella had such a special place and still has such a special place in our hearts. And we actually have a wonderful connection here. So we have Brooke Beauvert, who's actually a cousin of Bella's. And yeah, we're so honored that you could come here and perform and help us remember Bella. And so I'd like to ask you, how long have you been dancing and performing with Telemiracle? Tell us a bit about that.
This is my second year on Telemiracle, and I've been dancing since I was 2 years old.
Wonderful.
Now, what are some of the things that you did to fundraise for Telemiracle this year?
I had an online campaign and raised $2,945, and I also went door to door in my neighborhood and to a few local businesses and collected $824.
And what is the grand total?
I raised $3,768.
That's incredible.
Fantastic, amazing work. And so you're going to be performing for us. You're a dancer. What kind of dance will you be doing, and what song did you choose to dance to?
I'm doing Cowboy Take Me Away by the Chicks, and it's a lyrical performance.
Beautiful. Well, let's take a look at her performance.
I said I wanna touch the earth, I wanna break it in my hands, I wanna grow something wild and unruly. I wanna sleep on the hard ground, in the comfort of your arms, on a pillow of blue bonnets, in a blanket made of stars. Oh, it sounds good to me. Cowboy, take me away. Fly this girl as high as you can into the wild blue. Set me free, oh, I pray. Closer to heaven above and closer to you. Closer to you. I said I wanna touch the earth, I wanna break it in my hands, I wanna grow something wild and unruly. Oh, it sounds so good to me. Cowboy, take me away. Oh, cowboy, take me away. Closer to you.
Wow, that was beautiful.
Wasn't it?
Yes. I
Moving.
know you can move like that, Alex, but I can't. So graceful you are.
Okay.
Wow,
You heard
wow.
it here first, folks.
I-
No one's ever said that about me. All right.
All right, well, these guys have like these higher
We
things.
do.
I
We
saw you
stole
guys
them
out
from the
there.
audience. They have a bunch of them out there.
it
So
definitely
Borrowed
does.
them.
All right.
borrowed them.
Yeah.
Do we have a total?
I think we have a
We
total.
have a total.
Let's
Okay,
get
numbers
a
have been
total.
going higher. Help us out if you're in the audience. Help us out. Here we go. 8, 2, 9, 4, 7, 6, 3. 3,674,928. And where we go? And where we go?
Oh, that's amazing.
Amazing.
So, Chris, we have the Hype Squad here from Elmwood Residence. And we have, put your hands together. Look at these beautiful outfits that we have on today.
I like the cut of your jib, everybody.
I love it. I love it. So, Jana, can you tell us a little bit about the fundraising that you did this year?
Sure, yeah. So yesterday we had our annual dance-a-thon for Telemiracle, and our theme was Mardi Gras, hence the outfits. And we raised money. They all pledged their family and friends, all our community around Elmwood, and we came up with a total of $6,150.
Wow! That is phenomenal.
That is so great. Can you tell me what your name is, young man?
Tionan.
Amazing. And tell me about this beautiful vehicle that you have sporting right now.
Telemiracle paid for my power assist.
Amazing. Isn't this great? So we have to thank Telemiracle for making miracles happen every single day. And this is a beautiful, beautiful ride. I love the way that you've pimped it up here with the little, pom-poms. You could actually put those on there, which is great.
And as beautiful as the equipment is, I think your smile is what's even more beautiful. You look like you're having a great time, and that's exactly why we're here, to help support and open up freedoms and new opportunities for folks just like you.
Exactly. Thanks so much.
We love the cut of your jib, like I said. We love your efforts and your outfits, and thank you so much for being here with us today.
All right.
Wonderful.
On that note, we have some more friends that are joining us.
Wow, you guys are definitely hyping everybody up. That's amazing. All right,
We're going to bring on the next group. If you guys all want to follow Dion and Chris.
Come on over here, guys.
Here we go.
Come on over. Hi. Come on right here. There we go. Hi, you.
So nice.
Nice to see you. I knew you were going to come here on Sunday. That's great. How are you doing today?
You.
I am so good. Tell us your name and where you're from.
I'm Claire, and we're from Luceland District School.
And we have
Olivia Gardeski, and I'm from Luceland School. I'm Natalie Gardeski, and I'm also from Luceland.
Katerina Fazer from Luceland School.
Brady Cairns from Luceland School.
Great so let me ask, you guys are from Luceland School?
Is what I gathered.
Okay, okay. Yeah, no, you definitely are. All right, so why did you guys get involved in helping support Telemiracle?
We just have always been supporting Telemiracle, but this year we wanted to go really big, and so we did it through lots of ways. But
okay, should I move down here? All right, here we go.
We raised this year's money in memory of my brother Dominic, who passed away 3 months ago at the age of 14. Oh, sorry. We raised this money in memory of him because he was a dedicated SRC member since grade 2.
Wow. It's okay.
Yeah, and
she's yes, okay. All right. All right. Okay. Thank you for coming on today.
So for our fundraising events, we sold Helping Hands as a competition. We had spaghetti lunch and pink float sale on Valentine's Day. We collected pledge forms and had a very generous donation of $1,500 from the Luceland Credit Union.
Very nice.
Our most successful fundraising event was a community bingo held at the school. Lots of the students showed up in hopes of winning one of the many prizes that were sponsored and donated by many local business and families. We think Telemiracle is such a great cause and are very proud to represent a total of $6,129.
That's amazing. From Luceland School. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you so much. And Beverly, I have another group all the way from Kindersley, Saskatchewan joining us. We've got the Kinsmen and Kinettes Club of Kindersley. And who do we have here?
Emily.
Lisa.
Fallon. Devin.
Pam.
Brenna.
Mark.
April.
Bev.
Heidi.
What a great turnout of folks we have here from Kindersley. So talk to me a little bit about your club. Is it a very big club?
We have about 20 active members, and we rechartered in 2019, and we've been a very active group in our community.
Okay, so let's hear about what you did to fundraise.
So our community has come together again in amazing ways. We have 3 schools in Kindersley. Our elementary school had a parents and teachers versus students dodgeball game, raising $697. The high school hosted a sausage and pierogi lunch, raising $1,000. And then Elizabeth Middle School had a few activities, including the top fundraiser earning a chance to throw a pie at a teacher. And they raised $6,227.
That's a lot of dollars for a pie. Do we have a little bit more?
We do. After Telemiracle Teddy visited the schools around town, he joined us at the Caleb Village Retirement Community, and we collected donations from people there for a total of $2,019 from Caleb. We had people in the community just bring us cash and donations, along with some helping hands at businesses, and we brought forward $4,182.35. And then our Kin Club had a hypnotist fundraiser in January. It was a lot of fun, and we also had a live auction where it was like mystery items in a briefcase, and the community came together in an unreal way, and we raised over $23,000 in just that one brief evening. Along with our club donation, if we add all these totals together.
This is the grand total?
Grand total, we have a grand total of $40,217.45.
$40,000! Thank you, Kindersley, so much for all your efforts. That's going to go towards helping so many fine people in our province, Brad and Sabine.
Wow, thank you, Kindersley. That's fantastic. Okay, we've got some more great entertainment coming up here from our good friend Rob McIntosh, and Rob's from Saskatoon, and you probably have a presentation there for us, do you?
Yeah. Well, first, thank you. I'll take this first, and then I'll ask you the question. What did you do in terms of fundraising for Telemiracle this year?
Well, I had a couple bars around town here allow me to put up a tip jar and collect donations from all the staff and customers. So I did Black Rose Whiskey Club, Cork and Kettle, The Flats, and Hank's Tavern. I want to give a big shout out to them for letting me be part of it.
And why was it important for you to support and raise money for Telemiracle and perform, Rob?
It feels right. We're from Saskatchewan. We see this every year since growing up, and I did it 2 years ago. And I had an absolute blast doing it, and it just feels good to give.
And I understand you're playing your dad's guitar.
This is right, yeah. So I lost both my parents during COVID, and I gained my dad's guitar with the loss of him. And I've just been writing tunes and enjoying every minute of it.
And you have an original song today.
That's right. I am doing an original song of mine called Dashboards, and I kind of wrote it about during COVID, when my parents were in their state they were in. I had to do a lot of parking lot sitting and a lot of phone calls to family, and I had an idea. If I got all my dashboards together through all of my life, what would they say if I can ask them some questions? So I kind of wrote this song about that.
Okay, awesome. Let's have a nice round of applause for Rob McIntosh. Take it away, Rob.
Thank you.
Remember that rush when we thought we'd outrun the law? Better not tell nobody about the real damn size of the fish I caught. Remember that first rough draft of that raise I never did get? What about the long night talks in front of her drive the year we met? Tell me how it is and tell me how it was. I wish dashboards could talk. Would it say, remember that day you drove away without saying I'm sorry? Remember that time we broke our road land speed? Wasn't there a night you were sitting there nervous and white-knuckled? Brand new bottle tucked under the seat. Hell, I know there's more than miles that got between us. reminded me the reason why I stopped. If I shut her down and ask a couple questions, can you be the voice of reason? I'm not sure I got. Tell me about the long rides in the country, what you hear about the sunsets out east. And I know you know when I hear that song, it sends shivers up my sleeve. Yeah, you were the first to hear the bad news, and you got them good ones in the vault, letting you know that I'm here anytime you want. I wish dashboards could talk. I'm not sure if you'll have all of my answers. If I can get them together, there's some things that really matter. Can you tell me about the time I first heard country? Was I sitting back in my seat? Yeah, what I'd give just to hear that ride, to get my first new set of strings. The time when we rode to the hillside after we got out for that walk, letting you know that I'm here anytime you want. I wish dashboards can talk. I wish dashboards can talk.
Let's hear it for Robert. Thank you so much, Robert. That's fantastic. Great job, great jobs. Well done. I should mention, too, we had a donation come in from this fine fellow for, was it about $1,400? And we want to thank you for that, your musical gift and your gift of the funds as well. And of course, that's going to be matched by Nutrien, which coming in, they're going to match that. It's $2,800. Thank you so much. All right. I have a story here for you, a wonderful planned giving story from a very generous soul named Priscilla Pat Sharp. You'll remember from watching some stories on the broadcast so far that some people think of Telemiracle at the time when they're making up their will, and they trust Telemiracle and the Kinsman Foundation so much that they put a line in their will that as they're passing, they want to leave a gift to the foundation through their will. And we have one of these great stories here about this great gal, Priscilla Pat Sharp. Two things were always certain with our mom, Pat Sharp. She never missed a curling bonspiel. She never missed Telemiracle. Oh, it makes me tear up. Born in Grenfell and raised in Lemberg, Saskatchewan, Pat was the fourth of 9 children. Growing up in a large family instilled in her hard work, resilience, and compassion. As a young woman, she moved to Shaunavon, then Moose Jaw, before settling in Regina, the city she proudly called home. Curling was more than a sport to her. It was about community, friendship, and laughter. Whether playing or watching from home, she remained a passionate fan. Now, Telemiracle also held a very special place in her heart. Year after year, she tuned in, inspired by the generosity of others and always doing her part to make miracles happen. It wasn't just a telethon to her. It was a reminder of the kindness that can ripple through a community when people come together. Pat's generosity shone through in everything she did. She volunteered at the General Hospital in Regina in the gift shop, and she found joy in music as part of Regina's Singing Grannies. Always engaged in her community, she helped with church activities, supported her children's pursuits, and knitted for charities. She lived with that same spirit of connection, always showing up for the things and people she loved. Whether it was a perfectly placed curling shot, a heartfelt donation, or a song shared in harmony, she gave her all. She believed in showing her love through action, and her quiet contributions made a difference in more lives than she ever knew. Her legacy lives on in the moments that we all share, the kindness we show, and the love we hold for the things that mattered most to her. The Kinsman Foundation would like to thank Priscilla for her generous gift of $10,000. Thank you very much, Priscilla Pat Sharp. It's going to go an awful long way to helping an awful lot of people. We thank you so much. Lisa.
Don't we love people like Pat? I mean, her generosity just in giving and supporting Telemiracle really goes to help people. And it helps people like Alex and his family. So as Alex was growing up, his parents noticed that he wasn't quite hitting the development that he was expected to at his age. And after doing some testing, he was diagnosed with a condition called Fragile X syndrome. And that explained some of the development Alexander was delayed with. And everybody wants to be able to play, and so Kinsman was able to gift Alex with his own bike, which would help give him the freedom of independence and belonging and just to be able to play like any other child. And so here is Alex and his family's story.
Alexander is our son with special needs. He is 13 years old. Alex loves to ride his bike. Alex loves bubbles. Alex loves music. Alex loves water, swimming. Alex's early signs that meant something was wrong was he wasn't meeting those developmental milestones at appropriate ages. For example, he wasn't able to quite sit up at 6 months old. He wasn't able to crawl. He wasn't using much baby language. And so as a mom, I just knew something was wrong. The pediatrician ordered several blood tests, and within about 4 weeks, he was officially diagnosed with Fragile X syndrome. Fragile X syndrome is a genetic mutation that runs in families. Alexander experiences a lot of developmental delay, a lot of intellectual delay. He is 13 years old, however, his adjusted age is between 3 and 4 years old. That's where he's at intellectually. When Alexander was first introduced to a bike at school, he just had smiles and giggles, and his learning support teacher helped him get on the bike. And at first, he wasn't too sure how everything worked, but the more and more he got familiar with the bike, the faster he got, and he would just giggle all through the gym. Alexander's team at school suggested that we fill out an application and advocate for Alexander, that he really would benefit from having his own bike. I received an email from Telemiracle, I believe it was towards the end of June, and I was just so happy. I had the biggest smile on my face reading this email that said Alexander was approved for funding. It was just a huge positive for Alexander and for our family. I just want to give a huge thank you to everyone in Saskatchewan who have donated to Telemiracle, because it truly does make a difference.
Okay, Dion, this guy's looking a little familiar. Who do we have up next?
Yes, so on the piano we have our very own Luke Johnner, and of course he's going to be playing with our magnificent house band tonight. Luke Johnner.
All right, take it away, Glenn.
I saw a photograph 10 years back. It's you and I were standing in the rain, yeah. Somewhere outside Atlanta, and I think my 12-seat van is right there out of frame. That was before I moved my way around Los Angeles, and before I ever cared about nice neighborhoods.
We were driving through the night, sleeping on hotel floors, and thinking that we had it good. We were kids back then, thinking we would live forever. We were kids back then, you and me. We were wild and free, taking on the world together. We were kids back then. That's how we're always gonna be. My timeline, who had lately been on my mind. We were close as blood. And if we sat down for a drink, I think we'd forget all the stupid reasons we lost touch. But it was just because we were kids back then, thinking we would live forever. We were kids back then, you and me. We were wild and free, taking on the world together. We were kids back then. That's how we're always gonna be. We were kids back then, thinking we would live forever. We were kids back then, you and me. We were wild and free, taking on the world together. We were kids back then. Yeah. Sheldon Corbin.
That had so much energy. That was the complete right mood for Telemiracle, Luke, and house band. That was wonderful.
I love it, Luke. And when I do that song in my set, I'm not going to tell them I stole it from you. So good. So
steal
good.
away.
That was a great one. Well,
Love it.
Bev and I have some wonderful thank you notes.
Oh, yes, we do.
Yeah, why don't
We
you go
do.
ahead?
All right, this is from Kendra on behalf of Zeke from North Battleford. Haven't heard much about them today. North Battleford, hello. Lots of friends out there. This is, I wanted to write a note to say thank you so much for the help Telemiracle has given us over the last year. You have no idea how many times I got tears in my eyes because of the help we were given from your organization, because of all the amazing community around us who has such huge generosity in helping kids like Zeke. Because of you, my son has a swing and a ladder to self-regulate himself, a home with and self-regulate himself at home with, and he uses it nonstop every single day. We have fewer meltdowns, and he is so much happier with them. Also, it's allowed us to be able to afford to make the trips to Saskatoon to give him the extra speech therapy and occupational therapy that is needed. When we first started with you, he was completely nonverbal, and today he is singing songs and started to use words to communicate his needs. You have made our life better, and we cannot thank you enough for the last year. Going forward, our first organization we will donate to if we have extra money. It's yours. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts, with tears in our eyes, mine too. Please forward this to the lead person of the organization and anyone else you feel needs to see this. Kendra on behalf of Zeke. Thank you for that letter.
That's wonderful.
I started reading it not knowing what was going to be in the letter.
It's been an emotional day.
Oh, it's
there's
been
ups and there's
yes.
downs and there's everything in between.
Yeah.
I have one from Alan Von Kunen on behalf of Lisa from Yorkton. He says, thank you again for all your help for our family with all the travel expenses to and from Yorkton and food while we are here in Saskatoon. You guys are awesome. P.S. We gave back to your organization during the telethon on TV. We gave what we can afford and enjoyed watching it. And we even got friends and family giving now. And that's what I like to hear, getting your whole circle involved.
I think what happens is it rubs off, you know? And if you're not affected by this, I don't know what you...
Right?
I mean...
You got to be made of stone to not be affected
Yes,
of
Alex,
this.
you got it.
I want to take a minute to talk about Betty, our Telemiracle bear. Bev, you're going to have another one to add to your collection this year.
I know.
The softest, cutest. She's got a little leather vest, a little bandana. $149 will get you Betty, but you have to request it. So if you call in, make sure you tell your operator, I want Betty the bear, and we'll make sure it gets to you. They're shipping out in June.
All right, over to you, Brad.
Okay, thank you, ladies. Okay, we've got some folks here from Lake Country Co-op in Prince Albert. Thanks for making the trip. And your name is?
Diane.
Hi, Diane. Thanks for coming.
Amanda.
Matthew, thank you very much. Okay, you guys have been busy this year.
We have been. Lake Country Co-op has 64 locations, and we did a till campaign, with the Helping Hands. And with the 64 locations, we raised a total of $15,400.
Oh, wow.
Incredible.
$15,400 from just Helping Hands?
Just Helping Hands.
Oh my gosh. Thank you very much for supporting the Helping Hands program and Lake Country Co-op, and we appreciate you making the trip in today. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
And we've got some more folks, and they're dressed in red as well. I thought they were all from Lake Country Co-op, but they're not. They're from Scotiabank in Saskatoon here.
Welcome. Who are we speaking with today?
My name is Tiffany.
I'm Melissa.
Nancy.
Jesse.
Awesome. And what did we do for your fundraising? Was it just Helping Hands again selling this year for Telemiracle?
Yeah, you bet. So Scotiabank has a very big presence in Saskatchewan North, which is who we're representing, a total of 15 branches, and very deep rural roots. So if you can fundraise for Telemiracle doing it, we do it. We sell popcorn, we do bake sales in the branches, we sell hands, and just make a place where people can come and make a donation to Telemiracle if they want to see that impact in their communities. So a special shout out to our Melfort branch this year, who had the most expensive bake sale you've maybe ever been to and raised $2,200 themselves.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Wow, thank you, Melfort.
And
you even baked.
And what did we get for a grand total?
So we're happy to present a grand total of $7,542.10.
Don't forget the dime, $7,542.10.
Amazing work.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for helping out again this year.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thanks for making the trip. Okay, we got some more folks. Now, you guys are from Orano, Canada, and we were over to visit you guys earlier this week. And thanks for coming on the program today. And are you the main speaker? Okay.
So introduce yourselves.
I'm Noah Callahan.
I'm Lori.
I'm Cordell.
Now, we kind of already know what you did because we got to partake in some of your fundraising activities. You had a chili or a soup cook-off, correct?
Yeah, we did have a soup cook-off, in fact, and we were able to raise $525 from our staff for that. And then Orano was also able to make a $10,000 donation to Telemiracle, so that brought our total to $10,525 for this year. So.
Wow.
Incredible. Now, did you try some of the soup?
You know, that was probably the best soup off I've ever had. We were going for lunch after that, but we already had like a gallon of soup down our bellies. And but who won the soup? Do you remember?
Yeah, that was Carson McGinnis. He had a sweet coconut Thai chili soup,
yeah.
and it was really delicious.
But I do have to say, they were very, very close, all of them.
Oh, yeah, it was a tight race.
I want to work where you guys work, get to have all those good soups and all that fun. Yeah. So again, $10,525 from Orano, and we appreciate you coming here today.
Yes, thank you
so much. And one more, they're dressed in red as well. Right on.
Hello.
Hi, guys. Got some folks from SIGA here today.
I believe we have Siga here today, and your name is?
Desiree.
Lillian.
Jim.
Alana.
And what did you do for your fundraising activities?
Yeah, so we're proud to be here today. So we're with the Saskatchewan Indian Gaming Authority, and we have 7 casinos across the province, as well as our online platform, playnow.com. And as a part of our community investment program, we're proud to present a contribution of $10,000 today.
Wow. Thank you, Siga.
Thank you, Siga.
A $10,000 check. That goes a long ways.
It sure does. And this really comes back to our guiding principle of Wetaskiwin and sharing success. And one of our pillars at SIGA is the health initiatives, and really proud that this aligns with that initiative.
Well, we appreciate every donation, every cent, so thank you so much, Siga.
Again, a nice big round of applause to Siga for coming out here today. Thanks, guys. Lots.
Big numbers, but of course, you know, those numbers mesmerize people. They're sitting at home saying, look at all those donations on the stage. We want you to donate. We want you to pick up a phone, because there's lots of people not on the phone.
If you're not on the phone,
Stand up if you're not on the phone. Stand up if you're not on the phone.
There we go. We've got so many people.
Stand up if you're not on the phone.
Come on, Saskatchewan, ring those phones.
Come on, ring those
We have
phones.
tons of people over here.
We don't have much time left. Just over 2 hours.
Ring those phones.
Pledge in
Ring those phones. Ring those phones. Come on, we got 2 down here. We got a dance party going on over here. Ring those phones. Ring those phones.
Come on.
306 683
All right, we're all down now. We're moving up top.
683-2025. Here we go. Here we go.
We're down. Down a row. We're dropping like flies.
Got a few left to go.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of action I want to see.
Come on, Saskatchewan.
306 683 2025. Call in. Donate online.
Yes.
Want them all.
Yes.
Help us out in the audience.
Ring those phones.
Those phones. Ring those
2 more. Come on, Saskatchewan.
Ring those
Two to go, Saskatchewan. 2 to go. Come on, you can do it. Call it now.
Ring those phones.
Call it now.
Ring those phones.
Come on, Saskatchewan. Come on, Saskatchewan.
Last one.
There we go.
Here we go.
We've got a total.
We have a total.
Bring up the numbers. 3, 8, 5, 5, 1, 0, 4,015,583. And where are we going? And where are we going? Looking good.
Oh man, nice to see that number climbing up above 4 million. Lots of time left, folks. We got a little over 2 hours left in the broadcast, and looking forward to seeing that number continue to climb. Lisa, we have some friends here.
We do have some friends. So we are joined by Sherry and Miss Ashley, and they're from Martinsville. And I understand you guys are big into dancing. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the kind of dancing you do?
Yeah, so I've been at Dance Inc. for 12 years now, and I do lyrical, ballet, and contemporary. The solo you'll be seeing later is my lyrical solo. Miss Ashley choreographed it for me. It's beautiful. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to you guys watching it.
Okay, and I understand you were at a Dance World Cup earlier. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so back in July, I went to the Dance World Cup in Mont Tremblant, Quebec, and I received a gold, silver, and a bronze medal. And I had marks all within the 90s.
And might I add, you have to qualify to get there, and you were the only disabled person against a bunch of able-bodied dancers, so that's amazing.
No big deal.
No
Just
big
a
deal.
gold,
Yeah, she
silver,
just
and bronze.
wasn't going to mention
No problem.
any of that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Miss Ashley, I understand that. Can you tell us a little bit more about Dance Inc.? It sounds like you have a pretty incredible program.
Thank you so much. Yes, I am the owner of Dance Inc., and I'm also Sherry's dance teacher and choreographer. We also co-direct a program at our studio called Dance Inclusive. We are very fortunate to have a state-of-the-art, fully wheelchair accessible dance studio. And we now have this new wonderful program that we offer on Saturday afternoons for anyone and everyone who wants to come experience the joy of dance and music with us. We have a kids class as well as a teen and adult class, and we encourage anyone who wants to sign up for a free trial class at danceinc.ca and come join us.
You hear that? A free trial. So you don't even have to spend it just to try it. And just the energy, the positive energy that you two are bringing, I think I might show up sometime.
Ditto that. I'll be there next time I'm in town, yeah.
Awesome.
So I understand you did some fundraising. Do you want to tell us how you managed to do that?
Yeah, so I posted the fundraising page to my Facebook page as well as the Dance Inc. Facebook page and a couple other Martinsville Facebook pages that I'm a part of. And everyone was just amazing. So my final total today was $4,100.
That's remarkable. $4,100. And we're really looking forward to seeing what you've got for us here today. I have a feeling I'm going to be blown away. Let's check it out.
It's a classic me mistake. Someone gives me love and I throw it all away. Tell me, have I gone insane? Talking to myself, but I don't know what to say. 'Cause you let go, and now I'm holding on. I guess you don't know what you got until it's gone. Sometimes you gotta lose somebody just to find out you really love someone. Don't tell me it's too late. Hearts are made to bend, baby, please don't let me break it. I knew I should have stayed, 'cause now you're moving on, and I don't know what to say, 'cause you let go, and now I'm holding on. I guess you don't know what you got until it's gone. Sometimes you gotta lose somebody just to find out you really love someone. And I do, and I do, and I do, yeah. Sometimes you gotta lose somebody just to find out you really love someone. Yeah, sometimes you gotta lose somebody. You gotta lose somebody.
Beautiful. There is an impact and legacy that someone can leave behind when they plan their giving. And this woman did just that. This is a story of Barb Coder. Barb started her life in Flin Flon, Manitoba, and moved to Wynyard, Saskatchewan in 1994, where she resided until her passing. She and her husband, Mike, enjoyed spending time outdoors and visiting with family and friends. Barb was known for her energetic, hardworking, and compassionate personality and her strong love and devotion to animals. Whether she was walking dogs, filling her bird feeders, spending time with her many nieces and nephews, or decorating her deck, Barb was always happy and positive to be around. Being outside with her dogs and going for walks was just one of many things Barb enjoyed in her free time. She loved to spend her summers golfing, volunteering for different events in the community, and traveling with her husband yearly. Barb was a big supporter and contributor to many different causes like Ducks Unlimited, Telemiracle, and World Vision. She was always quick to support many causes in her local community. Barb's generous and kind spirit is something that she is remembered fondly for. Telemiracle is one cause that Barb looked forward to supporting every year. She would make many donations to the nieces, nephews, and neighborhood kids who would come around asking for pledges. Upon her passing, Barb willed a donation to Telemiracle, solidifying her belief in this great cause. The Kinsman Telemiracle would like to thank Barb for her generous gift of $121,842.29. And there is a woman, beautiful woman, that is leaving behind a legacy to help others. Thank you for sharing.
Wow, that is so generous. I think of it as the planned giving as kind of an extension of organ donation, right? Instead of donating your organs, you're donating a gift to people who desperately need it. So another way that you can make a lasting impact to Telemiracle and the Kinsman Foundation is through planned giving, as we said. It's a wonderful way to give a final gift to support a cause that you care about, and you'll also be leaving a legacy that your family can be proud of. Let's take a look at the video.
Telemiracle was always important. Whenever it came on, it was definitely on their TVs the whole time. And I don't even know if they slept. So when they made their will, Telemiracle was a big part to include, because when they did pass, they knew their dollars would keep living on and keep making more of an impact. It's important for me to know that Eden understands the magnitude of the donation. Her great-grandparents made a choice that helped out the whole province.
All right, so a great way to learn about planned giving, and we're going to continue on with our Saskatchewan talent, Dion.
Amazing. So we have Kylie Stock here. Hi, Kylie.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. So tell us about what brought you to Telemiracle today, and tell us what you're going to do.
So I've been watching Telemiracle for a really long time. It's a very Saskatchewan thing, and I've always admired the people who decided to go on and show their talent and do it. And so when I was old enough to do it, I thought, well, why not?
That sounds amazing. And I heard that this is not your first time playing?
No, it's my third time on Telemiracle and my first time on the live show.
Amazing. Well, I know that you are going to be amazing, and you have this gorgeous guitar. Tell us about the fundraising that you did.
So for fundraising, I performed at local retirement homes like the Bentley, Prairie View Lodge, and Riverview Village Estates. And I raised over $1,100 there, which was incredible. So thanks so much to the residents there.
Shout out to them.
I also work with my school, and we raised over $800 by doing things like Staff for Students Dodgeball and a bunch of other fundraisers.
That's amazing. And what else did you do?
We also sold helping hands, and I did my website on Telemiracle for donations.
That's fantastic. So tell us what the grand total is that you brought in today.
So my grand total is $7,037.60.
Wow.
That is a huge
Look
amount.
at that.
Yeah, and you worked really hard for that. And I think you're going to show some of your skills now because you're going to perform for us, right?
I'll be playing Big Yellow Taxi by Joni Mitchell. She's one of my favorite Canadian artists, and I'm just super excited to play her song. She's awesome.
All right. Real quick, why is it important for you to be performing here? And it's your first time performing live.
Yes, it is. Telemiracle is just such a great fundraiser in Saskatchewan, and it's so great to know that money's staying here.
That's
we
the
can
best
end it
reason.
right there.
Exactly.
Perfect. Well, Kylie, we're going to let you take it away. Thank you.
Thank you.
They pay paradise, put up a parking lot with a pink hotel, a boutique, and a swinging hot spot. I said, don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They pay paradise, put up a parking lot. They took all the trees, put them in a tree museum. They pay paradise, put up a parking lot. Late last night, I heard that screen door slam, and a big yellow taxi took away my old man. I said, don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They pay paradise, put up a parking lot. They pay paradise, put up a parking lot. They pay paradise, put up a parking lot.
Wow, thank you for that wonderful, wonderful song. And you can just step to the right off stage here. Oh, you're plugged in, yeah. Thank you again. So we're just gonna come on in down here. Now, Saskatchewan, we have been seeing so many of our performers, our SAS talent, there's singers, there's dancers, but we have so much talent with athletics and sports here in Saskatchewan, especially with the Paralympics now. For those that don't know, the Paralympics are held 2 weeks after the Olympics in the same city, in the same venue as the Olympics, and therefore the top athletes in the world with disabilities. And Saskatchewan had 10 Paralympians at the last Paralympics in Paris, which is incredible, isn't that? Yes. We have so much talent in Saskatchewan. And we are joined here by 2 Paralympians, and I'm going to introduce Shelby Newkirk here. This is going to be a long list, but I'm going to share with you some of her accomplishments. Now, she's a swimmer. She's a Paralympic medalist and 2-time world record holder. Yes, world record holder, everyone. Yes. And she started her swimming career in 2012, and she has traveled the world competing for Canada at various international competitions. She holds over 20 Canadian records. She's a 2-time world champion with a total of 4 world championship medals, and most recently won bronze in the 100-meter backstroke at the Summer Paralympics in Paris, France. Michaela, do you want to introduce Julie?
Yeah, here we have Julie Kozen, and you have been sitting on the sitting volleyball national team for 8 years, and you're the youngest athlete on the team, and also the only athlete from Saskatchewan, correct? Amazing.
Yeah, and so I see we have some hardware with our wonderful athletes here, and I know you in the audience can't tell, but I lifted this thing. This would strain my neck, like really. Yeah, that's incredible.
Oh, wow. It is, it's heavy.
So I was also very honored to represent Saskatchewan at the Paralympics. I went to 3 Paralympic Games in wheelchair racing and wheelchair basketball, and I was retired by the time you guys came along, but I'd love to know what it's like. I know a lot of people hear about the Paralympics, and they just think, oh, it's just this one competition, but you guys are training in like 4-year intervals, if it was anything like it was for me back then. And so you're putting in a lot of time just between the big games. And what's that like with a team event? Like, because as Team Canada, you're not all from Saskatoon, right? You're spread out. So how does that work?
So we meet together once every month from usually Wednesday to a Sunday, and we're training every day for 4 to 6 hours a day. And then usually going to